Hey everybody, this is Blue. Well, do you want to create your own RPG world? Do you want to become a third party creator or create something completely original and have it published? Well, then you need to answer the question, why are hobbits called halflings? Do you know? Well, it's a simple answer. The Tolkien Society loves to sue people. There are many races or species in all the RPGs. You know, we have our elves, dwarves, gnomes, hobbits, and halflings. Unfortunately, not everything is from good old folklore or mythology. There are people that have created unique races, and one of those was hobbits, created by J.R. Tolkien. And so the hobbits were loved by everybody. I mean, they made movies about the Hobbit, right? Well, since D&D kicked off, what they did was they were going to take everything that they could see in fantasy worlds and put it in their gaming system. And if I remember right, if you can get some of the original monster manuals on that, you will see that the hobbits are actually called hobbits in D&D original products, but not second edition and forward. Why? Because the Tolkien Society sued them. J.R. Tolkien was the creator of The Hobbit. Not just the book, but the species, the fantasy species. And so you have to have permission to use The Hobbit in anything. And if they see anything that they don't like, they will sue you. So there are a lot of creations that you can use. Dwarves, yeah, anybody can use a dwarf. Elves, anybody could use them. However, it does need to be noted that the Tolkien Society was also suing over elves because you had to watch what you say. You could not call them like the Sindar or the Noldor elves, because those are Tolkien elves. You could call them a wood elf, because that's very generic. But if you tried to be very specific, you could get your butt sued. So if you are wanting to create a new RPG, or you wanted to become a third-party creator, I would suggest from the very start, create your own races, and so that nobody can claim it. I mean, like for me, I have the dwarves. They're Stonedars. Okay, because they work with stone. Stonedars was something that popped into my head and I wrote it down. You need to do the same thing just to make sure that you do not get sued. And also, I think most publishers will not touch your product if there is some questionable names in there. So if you're wanting to create your own product and sell it, make sure you don't call them hobbits, call them halflings. And then D&D has created so many, and yes, they got the open game license, but with all that BS, I wouldn't even touch any WotC D&D creations names. Come up with your own. Be original. Be original in everything that you do so that you can publish it at a later date. I hope that was a little bit of information some of you didn't have. So everybody, please take care. Be at peace.